to the Fantasy First Aid. I am your host, The Tutor. This is the Week 2 forecast. Last week, I was 9 for 14 when picking my duds. Jamal Charles, Peter Thomas, Ronnie Brown, Marino, and Holden all proved me wrong. However, I still do not believe that Peter Thomas, other than that touchdown, did too much. Same for some of the other guys. But however, they proved me wrong, and I'm a man to admit it. 11 out of 15 sleepers proved me right. The ones that didn't was Josh Morgan, Kevin Boss, Fred Taylor, and Bradford. Boss got hurt. Taylor was a no-show. Bradford didn't play too bad for his first NFL start. He hooked up with Robinson, but he didn't have quite enough to be a top 10 quarterback for the week. Last week we had some huge devastating injury in Ryan Grant, and hopefully those of you that drafted him were smart enough to handcuff him with Brandon Jackson, who is being added all over the nation right now. I've never seen a guy get added so fast. On a lesser note, you had Matt Stafford go down. You shouldn't have been starting him anyways, but it's not good to have a backup quarterback go down in case your starter goes down. So keep an eye on that. If you have Matt Stafford, pick up Sean Hill or pick up your handcuff to whoever your starting quarterback is, so you are prepared in case that your second quarterback goes down. Kevin Kolb, I know a lot of you had some high hopes in him, and I know a lot of football games were lost this week with Cobb scoring 0 points, and I know for a fact that I lost by 1 point because Cobb didn't put any points on the board, and he could very well hurt some teams this week unless those teams picked up Michael Vick this week to go against Detroit, or then I think he'd be in good shape. So let's talk about the Week 2 duds. I'm going to start off with the hot waiver wire pickup in Brandon Jackson. I think that for the hype that he's getting and for the amount of ads that he's been getting, I don't think he's gonna put up some good numbers even against the Buffalo Bills, who have a pretty good run defense. So if you start Brandon Jackson this week, good luck. I'm gonna Week 2 duds. I'm gonna go with T.O. and Benson from Cincinnati. They're playing the Ravens. Ochocinco might do just fine. Palmer may have a okay game, but I think that T.O. and Benson are going to be non-existent. The Ravens were tough last week, and it's not going to be any different this week. Matt Forte, he was playing the Lions last week and had a big play, but it's a different story this week against Dallas, and the Dallas isn't going to allow that long play, and so if you're hoping for Forte to put up 2 straight big weeks, again, good luck. I'm gonna go with Mendenhall this week as a dud. I'm just not seeing it. He may put up 8 or 9 points, but I don't see 100 yards rushing coming. He may score a touchdown, but that may be all he does. Ronnie Brown, I called him a bluff last week, and he went out there and he scored a touchdown. He didn't have a great game, but it was enough to make fantasy players happy, and I think this week that he can have a little rude awakening, and he just same with Mendenhall. He's not going to put up first or second round numbers where he was drafted, but he's certainly not going to do as good as he did last week. Cadillac Williams, he was kind of disappointing last week with most of you guys' lead, probably 6 or 7, 8 points, and I'm going to expect a little bit lower than that this week. I think that Cadillac's body's wearing down, and you saw what he looked like in the first game. He just can't take it anymore. So I would be on the waiver wire, kind of keeping an eye on what Tampa Bay does. They may go after a running back or 2 here in the next couple of weeks if Cadillac doesn't pick it up. And for the Colts, I'm gonna have to say Joseph Addai. I think that you saw what happened last week, and I think the same thing's gonna happen this week. I think they're gonna be in a dogfight with the Giants, and they're gonna be doing more passing than running. And I think that Addai did not find the end zone for second straight week. And Seattle last week had a big win against the 49ers, and they may win this week, but I don't see Hasselbeck having a pretty game, and I don't think that he should be in anybody's starting lineup anyways. Fred Taylor, I actually called him a sleeper last week, and this week I'm going to have to say definitely he's going to be a bust against the New York Jets. Now that they traded Maroney, they seem to have a lot of hope for Fred Taylor, but I also feel that they probably feel like they're a passing team, so stay away from Fred Taylor this week and probably any other week. JETS, our favorite TV show. I'm going to call their whole team a bust this week. The Patriots are going to come out, and I think the Patriots are going to lay the smack down. I think that what you saw last week with Mark Sanchez isn't going to be any different than what he does this week. It's possible that LT or Sean Green combined put up good numbers, but they're going to be splitting time, so I would keep all Jets out of your lineup this week. Randy Moss. Well, what can I say about him? He's a tremendous athlete, but Revis had his number last year, and even though Revis is a little banged up, I still think they're going to be keying on Randy Moss, and I think that frustration is going to come out from this game, and Moss is going to do something really stupid and keep himself poised. So I wouldn't buy sitting him, but I don't want you to expect big numbers this week. Sims Walker. I had a lot of hope for Sims Walker this year, and after the first game, he doesn't even look like their number one target. And now they're playing a nice little passing defensive team this week, and I would definitely keep Sims Walker out of your lineup this week. Arian Fox, everybody's favorite homeboy, the next Gale Sayers, the next Walter Payton. Rude awakening coming this week. I think that now everybody knows who he is. He's in trouble. He's going to have less than 100 yards rushing this week. Michael Crabtree, I'm probably going to keep him on this list until he actually shows me something. I'm very upset about how his preseason progressed and how he did in the first game, and for what he was drafted in many leagues, he could be very up there for the bust of the year. So he's going to stay on this list until he actually does something. Hey, the week 2 stud sleepers. Last week I tried to keep most of the guys kind of sleeper guys, but you can't really do that after the week 1. A lot of guys make a name for themselves, so we're gonna call this now the stud sleeper section. So I kind of just get a mixture of guys who maybe sleepers, and a mixture of guys who maybe did not do so well last week, but might come out this week and have a good game. And the first guy I had to put on was Michael Vick. I think that he's going to put up insane numbers against Detroit this week, and I think that he may even win this job and roll the rest of the way with the Eagles. Matt Ryan, I don't know why. I just got a really good feeling that Matt Ryan is going to come out and have a very, very good game, and him and Roddy White are going to have a field day, I think, this week. Ray Rice, he didn't get off to a good start, but I think that against Cincinnati, he's gonna go over 100 yards. He's gonna get his score, and he's gonna show people why he was drafted first round this year. Jamal Charles, I didn't like him last week, so this is why I put him on there this week. I do like him this week. I don't think Cleveland is going to be able to stop him, and he's going to go over 100 yards and score a touchdown once again. Jason Witten, I had to put a tight end on here, and I think that the Bears aren't not going to be ready for the offense that the Dallas brings. It's not going to be anything like what you saw the Lions bring, and I think that Jason Witten comes out of there with the best receiving stats out of the entire team. Brett Favre. The Saints defense is very, very, very good, and Favre put up decent numbers, and I think this week you're going to see Favre put up the numbers that you saw he did last year. D'Angelo Williams was kind of quiet last week. I think that he's a coming out party this week and shows why people drafted him early second round. Moreno, the same thing with Charles. I put him on the Dubs list last week, so I had to give him some props and put him on on the good guys list here, and while his numbers may not be great this week, he's going to be one of the top 10 running backs of the week. Louis Murphy from Oakland. I think that Jason Campbell and Murphy, I'm going to have a very good game, maybe with 2 scores. I think that Oakland comes out and just whoops on St. Louis, who probably are feeling pretty good after their near miss last week. I think Murphy puts up insane numbers. Wes Walker, obviously with Moss being double teamed and having the best guy and guarding him, I think Wes Walker comes out and has similar game to what he did last week. Nini, I had him last week. I'm going to keep him on here this week. I think he puts up another score. I think this is one of the guys that I feel is going to be one of the sleepers of the year, and as long as he can keep being a number 2 receiver over there at the Chargers, I think he's gonna have a very good season. Santana Moss, I think that him and Donovan McNabb connect this week. I think Moss puts up some pretty good numbers, especially in a PPR league. I'm gonna put the entire Saints on here. I want to put a couple guys on here, but I'm just gonna say if you have a Saints on your team, I want you to roll from this week. Obviously, you have to roll with Drew Brees, but if you got Pierre Thomas or Reggie Bush or Colson or Meacham, even Henderson, I'd just go for it. Roll with it this week. I think they're going to put up some good numbers this week. And the last one is Justin Forsett. Didn't do so well last week, but I think that he's going to be just fine this week, and look for a score out of him and over maybe near 100 yards. So with my week 2 predictions, I do believe that Vic has the best week out of the quarterbacks. I think that Ray Rice had the best week out of the running backs. Roddy White is going to have the best week out of the receivers. New York Jets, they're going to be 0-2. They're going to be 0-2, and Rex Ryan he's going to go off this week. And I also feel that I just feel another running back go down this week, and then you start to see Marshawn Lynch get dealt, and I think that he's going to be the guy this week that everybody's picking up. This has been the Tutor. Good luck this week.